Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for the little lockdown lowdown today. I really hope that you're well and, as much as possible haven't been affected by the situation that we're in at the moment. So I haven't posted for a couple of days, and I've actually got about 4 links for you today, and I'm in the process of actually making another video as well. I've actually spoken to a couple of you guys about the next video that I'm going to make, but it's going to take some time. It is an important one, but so is this, because I live in London, as you guys know, so it's the epicenter of things in the UK, and I'm sure that it's going to start, because it's on a similar timeline to the States, where a lot of you guys are also from, and I'm sure it's going to start getting, weird now. So today I've got about 4 links. 2 of them are physical things that you can actually do to help your lungs, your respiratory system. One is more preventative to boost your immunity and your lung capacity, and that is a yogic practice, which is now available. I've mentioned it before, but it's now available in an edited video, and also a practice that's actually designed, or I should rather say it's recommended by hospital doctors and nurses here in the UK, and it's actually explained what to do, for people that are actually affected to whatever degree by this bug, basically. So I will put both of them there, because even that one can be used as something to do even if you don't have it. So both of those things are there because they are good to know. And I've also got another link, which is by a lady who's a nutritionist. Her name's Jacqueline Dunn, and she is from Essex in the UK. And she's talking, as you can see, she's gone viral over a few days. She's got, since Sunday, she's got over 2 million views. And she talks about her reasons, very systematically presented, about why she does not trust the powers that be and those powers that tell us that we should do things. She just wants to know more, basically, and says why it's important to ask questions, which I totally agree with. So the 3 links so far: the yogic breathing technique for prevention of any issues and increasing lung capacity, improving immunity, that's from Sadhguru. And the other one, which is for what the doctors recommend to do if anyone has it, but they can do it before as well. And then the final one is this lady questioning. But there's one more. Now, you may or may not on social media, especially if you are into tarot card readings and such, seen some messages to encourage people to get involved with a global meditation that's happening today. I actually put a link about it on the community page, so please check that out, because I think it's a really good thing for people to do. In Indian culture, it's definitely well known that mass kind of gatherings of people praying and putting their good intent into situations can be profoundly powerful, and in other cultures as well. So that's why I guess everyone's trying to organise this. They want to get up to 1 million people doing this. And I know I've got a bit of a random screenshot for you, but the reason that I did was because I didn't actually notice the time when I was scrolling through this message, and as you can see, it was 11:11, so I had to take the screenshot and put it up there. I will put the link to this meditation as well. You don't need to know any specific technique. They kind of talk you through it. So if it resonates, you can join in with that at the specific times, which are also given. So, like me, it's very likely that for you may start to hear about these things actually happening in the circles that you know. There are various people who have had it, who have recovered, who have currently got fevers, who are in ICU, who have actually not survived it as well. And I just want to kind of reiterate, my immediate family, including my extended family, are all fine. My friends as well are all fine. And as am I, thank goodness. But one of my friends' mothers, for example, is in ICU. She's a nurse as well. And I'm going to use that as an example because, you might know people who are as tough as nails, like my friend. And you might see them completely break down. You might see people who have never prayed in their lives literally have nothing else to do but pray, and it's a very odd thing. It really does seem like, what the heck is going on? Things are a bit on their head, and things that you never thought you'll see. And the more stable you are, the better you are for them, and the more useful you are for everyone around as well, and more pleasant it will be for you. And it was weird over the last few days because I kind of found out about all these different things that were kind of going on, and people didn't kind of tell me as soon as, or I didn't know about them. They didn't tell anyone until it got quite significant. But like I said, most people that I know completely recovered. But I also did want to say, I do recommend that you look at all these alternative perspectives before any of this happens for you. Because for me, as soon as I found out about my friend's mum, and these other people as well, it kind of happened all at once. So what I wanted to do was, I actually did go on a bit of a news binge and a bit of a video binge as well. Luckily, I guess with all of the work that I've tried to do on myself, I could see that I was, if I did not watch myself, it would have been very, very easy to kind of really run away with where a lot of those videos were going. And to me, it makes it very obvious why so many of these stories and feeds were coming up on my various social media feeds. Because people wanted answers, I guess, when it happens to them or around them or close to them in some way, shape or form. They then start really asking questions, really digging deeper, wanting more than whatever they were settling for before. They really want to dig deep. And maybe that's not the best state to be in, because I remember there was one really out there concept that I was looking at, and it maybe I went into it because of what was going on. So that's why I think that it's better to have a look at these things before you could get in a really emotionally kind of stimulated situation. And the more calm you are, the more there's nothing going around, the more you can kind of look at it objectively, analyze it, take what you want, leave what you want, and then also just sleep on it and then forget about it. It's also so important that you don't get lost in these things that are going around, whether it's watching too much of the news, which is not a good idea. This is coming from someone that used to work in the mainstream media, and also not getting lost in one particular ideology or theory or political belief or, card readings or even food or, any kind of intoxicants, because at the end of the day, you really, really do want to, I would even go as far as saying you owe it to yourself to kind of really go within and connect with the divine, whether that's God, whether that's yourself within your own truth, however you want to call it. Because the more stable you are, obviously I do it through meditation, I do it through yoga, but it has to be a good source of yoga, a good system that works for you. Because at the end of the day, if you're going through anything that could be a bit of a distraction, which could be through different theories, watching videos, YouTube, food, drink, intoxication, whatever, it's a distraction. You're just kind of ultimately running away from something you can't run away from, and also you're just running away from yourself, and that's also something you ultimately can't run away from. So that's just my 2 cents. I hope you can take what resonates with you, leave the rest as always, and I hope that you find some of these links useful. And just stay really safe, and I really do wish you all the very best right now. Take care of each other. Bye.